Ladies and gentlemen, imagine waking up every day with a clear purpose, knowing exactly what you want, why you want it, and how you're going to get it. What would your life look like if every action you took was fueled by intention? No more wandering aimlessly, no more second guessing. Just a focused, unstoppable force moving you toward your goals. Well, I'm here to tell you that this is not just a dream. It's a reality you can create starting today. You see, the key to breaking through your limits and achieving everything you've ever wanted is simple. Start with intention. Stick with me through this, because by the end of this talk, you'll know exactly how to turn your intentions into action and begin shaping the life you've always envisioned. Let's dive in. When you start with intention, you're taking control of your life. It's like grabbing the steering wheel and deciding which direction you want to go instead of letting life dictate your path. Too many people live day by day, drifting, responding to whatever comes their way without any real purpose behind their actions. But when you set an intention, you give your life a sense of direction. You're no longer a passenger in your own journey. You're the driver. This isn't just about making a wish and hoping it happens. It's about consciously deciding what you want to achieve and aligning your thoughts, actions, and energy to make it a reality. Starting with intention is powerful because it serves as your compass. When you have a clear purpose in mind, you make decisions faster and they're more aligned with your values and goals. It's like having a roadmap for your life. You know where you're headed and you know the steps you need to take to get there. Without intention, you're lost in a sea of options and distractions, unsure of what to focus on or what to prioritize. But when your intentions are set, every decision becomes easier because you're focused on what truly matters. Every action is purposeful. Every moment is an opportunity to get closer to your goal. And here's the thing about intention. It's not something that just happens overnight. It's something you choose every single day. It's about waking up in the morning and deciding that today is another opportunity to make progress. Whether it's a small step or a big leap, when you start with intention, you're actively moving toward what you want, one action at a time. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. It's about creating that moment yourself. Starting with intention also helps you stay focused and motivated when challenges arise. Life is going to throw obstacles in your way, but when your intention is clear, it gives you the strength to push through those tough times. When you know why you're doing something, it becomes much easier to handle setbacks and keep going. Instead of feeling defeated when things don't go as planned, you see the bumps in the road as part of the process, challenges that will ultimately make you stronger and more resilient. Moreover, starting with intention allows you to be proactive rather than reactive. You're not just responding to what happens around you, you're actively shaping your future. You stop waiting for opportunities to come to you and instead you create them. You start to see doors where others see walls. Intentions are like a magnet. They attract the people, opportunities, and circumstances that align with your vision. When you're clear about what you want, the universe conspires to help you get there. But you've got to take the first step and set that intention. So when you wake up every morning, ask yourself, what do I want today? What do I want to achieve, not just in the next year, but right now in this moment? When you start with intention, you stop living on autopilot and begin living with purpose. And once you start living with intention, you'll realize that everything you do, every step you take will move you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Why is it that some people seem to get things done effortlessly while others struggle to make progress despite working hard? The answer lies in one simple question: why? When you understand your why, you tap into a powerful source of motivation that will carry you through the challenges, the doubts, and the setbacks. Knowing your why gives you the emotional fuel to push forward even when things get tough. If you don't have a clear reason for doing something, it's easy to lose sight of your goals and give up when the going gets rough. But when you start with a clear purpose, that purpose becomes your driving force, the thing that keeps you moving when everything else seems to be working against you. Starting with intention isn't just about deciding what you want. It's about understanding why you want it in the first place. Why is this goal important to you? What will achieving it mean for your life, for your happiness, for your future? When you connect your actions to a deeper sense of purpose, the results are undeniable. Suddenly, every task you do, no matter how small, feels meaningful. Your why becomes the reason you wake up each day with energy and enthusiasm, ready to tackle what lies ahead. But here's the thing, your why doesn't have to be something monumental or grand. It doesn't have to be about changing the world or becoming famous. It just has to resonate with you on a deep level. It could be about providing for your family, helping others, creating something that lasts, or simply becoming the best version of yourself. When you understand your personal why, it gives you clarity. It allows you to filter out distractions and focus only on what truly matters. Without a clear why, it's easy to get sidetracked or lose motivation when things get hard. But when your purpose is defined, every action you take is fueled by that purpose, making it easier to stay the course and keep moving forward. Your why will also help you overcome the fear that holds so many people back from taking action. Fear is natural. We all feel it, especially when we step out of our comfort zones. But when you start with intention and know why you're doing what you're doing, fear no longer has control over you. It becomes something you push through, not something that stops you in your tracks. You see, fear thrives when you don't have a clear sense of direction. It feeds on uncertainty. But when you're clear about your why, fear is just a temporary obstacle, not a roadblock. Starting with intention also helps you make better decisions. When you're crystal clear on why you're doing something, you're able to align your actions with your values and goals. You stop wasting time on things that don't serve your purpose, and you start saying yes to the opportunities that will take you closer to where you want to go. You'll find yourself making smarter choices because they are guided by your deeper purpose rather than by fleeting emotions or outside influences. The power of knowing your why extends beyond the personal benefits it brings. It also allows you to inspire others. When you are deeply connected to your purpose, it becomes contagious. People are naturally drawn to those who are passionate and clear about their intentions. Your why will inspire others to find their own and take action, creating a ripple effect that can transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. When you know your why, you become a leader, someone who can motivate and uplift others because your purpose shines through everything you do. So, ask yourself today, why am I doing what I'm doing? And when you get that answer, hold on to it tightly. That's the key to unlocking your potential, to finding the courage to face challenges, and to keeping your eyes on the prize, no matter how long or difficult the journey might be. The truth is, your intentions shape everything that comes into your life. They are the blueprint for your future, the framework through which all your actions are channeled. When you start with a clear intention, you're creating a filter through which you see the world. You start to notice the opportunities that align with your purpose. Things that once seemed irrelevant or out of reach are now within your grasp. When your intentions are strong and clear, the universe seems to conspire in your favor, but only if you're intentional about what you're putting out into the world. The power of intention is not magic. It's a fundamental law of attraction. When you're clear about what you want, you begin to make decisions that move you closer to your goal, even without realizing it. If you don't know what you're aiming for, how can you expect to get there? Intention directs your thoughts, your actions, and your energy. It makes everything you do more focused and purposeful. Without intention, you're essentially wandering through life, hoping to stumble upon something meaningful. But with intention, you're actively creating the path ahead of you, step by step. Think about the successful people you admire, the ones who've achieved what you want to achieve. What do they have in common? I can guarantee you that they started with intention. They didn't just wake up one day and hope for success. They knew exactly what they wanted, and every decision they made, every action they took was aligned with that purpose. Their intentions became the driving force behind everything they did. Whether they realized it or not, their thoughts and actions were magnetically pulling the right opportunities toward them. They didn't let distractions take them off course because they were clear about their mission. This doesn't mean that things are always going to go smoothly. Life throws curveballs and setbacks are a given. But when you start with intention, you have a compass that keeps you on track. The challenges you face become manageable because your clear intention acts as your North Star, guiding you through the chaos. You can always come back to your intention, recalibrate, and move forward. Those who succeed are the ones who stay focused, who keep their intentions intact, even when things don't go according to plan. Furthermore, starting with intention changes the way you view obstacles. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, you begin to see them as necessary steps along the journey. Every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth, for learning, for refining your purpose. When you know exactly where you want to go, you don't let setbacks stop you. They're simply detours, not dead ends. Your intention makes it possible for you to keep going when others would give up. It's the fuel that keeps you going even when the road gets rough. You also start to realize that the energy you put into the world has a direct impact on what you receive in return. When your intentions are clear, you naturally attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances into your life. You start to build momentum because everything you do is in alignment with your purpose. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach begin to unfold in front of you. You have to start with intention. You have to know what you want and align every action with that goal. Intentions are powerful because they shape your reality. When you take the time to decide what you truly want and act on it, your world begins to shift in ways you never thought possible. In every area of your life, starting with intention gives you control over the outcomes. You become the creator of your destiny, not a passive observer. When you live intentionally, you don't just wait for things to happen to you, you make them happen. And that is a powerful, life-changing realization. When you start with intention, you're not just setting a goal, you're creating a mindset. You're training yourself to focus on what matters most and to reject the distractions that pull you away from your purpose. It's easy to get lost in the noise of daily life, to get sidetracked by things that aren't important or that don't align with your values. But when you have a clear intention, it becomes a filter that helps you decide where to put your energy, time, and attention. With intention, you become highly selective about where you focus. And that focus becomes a superpower. It's incredible how much time and energy we waste on things that don't serve us or our purpose. How many times have you found yourself scrolling through your phone, binge watching TV shows, or mindlessly responding to distractions that ultimately don't move the needle on your goals? It happens to the best of us. But when you start with intention, you become conscious of where your time is going. You start to ask yourself, is this activity aligned with where I want to go? Is this action helping me move closer to my goal? Or is it just a way to fill the time? That awareness is key to making smarter decisions that serve your purpose and move you toward your goals. Having that kind of focus doesn't mean you're rigid or closed off to new experiences. In fact, it's the opposite. When you're clear about your intentions, you have the freedom to say yes to the things that truly matter and no to the things that will only drain your energy. This kind of clarity gives you the power to be more present in your life because you know where to direct your attention. You become selective not only about how you spend your time, but also about the people you surround yourself with. Are the people in your life helping you get closer to your purpose? Are they lifting you up, encouraging you, or holding you back? Starting with intention means you're aware of how your environment, your relationships, your habits, your surroundings affects your ability to succeed. And one of the most empowering things about starting with intention is that it forces you to take responsibility for your life. You stop blaming external circumstances for your lack of progress. You stop waiting for the perfect time or for other people to give you permission to go after what you want. When your intentions are clear, you realize that the power to create the life you want is in your hands. You are the one who gets to decide how you spend your days and what you work toward. And that realization is freeing. It shifts your mindset from being a passive observer to being the active creator of your life. But this kind of focus and intentionality requires consistency. It's not enough to just set intentions once and expect things to fall into place. It's about showing up every day with a commitment to your purpose. It's about creating habits that align with your intention and doing the work even when it's hard or when you don't feel like it. The key to maintaining focus is to keep reminding yourself why you're doing what you're doing and to keep checking in with your intention. It's about making choices that reflect your purpose, even when the easier path might be tempting. Consistency in your actions is what transforms intentions into reality. When you consistently work toward your intention, your life begins to reflect that purpose. The clarity you gain allows you to achieve things that once seemed impossible. You'll find yourself feeling more energized, more fulfilled, and more aligned with your goals. You're not just going through the motions anymore, you're living with purpose. And that changes everything. By focusing on what matters most and consistently acting on your intention, you unlock a level of productivity and success that you never thought possible. It's all about the power of focus. And that focus will drive you forward to accomplish more than you ever imagined. Starting with intention is more than just a strategy for achieving goals. It's a mindset that empowers you to take charge of your life. When you act with intention, you stop letting life happen to you. Instead, you take the driver's seat, navigating through obstacles and challenges with clarity and purpose. Intentional living means aligning your thoughts, actions, and decisions with a larger vision for your life. And it's not something that just happens by chance. It requires consistent effort, awareness, and discipline. The moment you start with intention, you shift from being a passive observer to becoming the active creator of your reality. There's an undeniable sense of power that comes from taking control of your life in this way. Without intention, you are vulnerable to the circumstances around you, constantly reacting to events, distractions, or other people's demands. Life can feel like it's out of your hands, but when you start with intention, you reclaim that power. You make a conscious decision to pursue what you want, and you become intentional about how you use your time, energy, and resources. Every decision you make, whether big or small, is connected to your purpose. And every step you take brings you closer to your desired outcome. Living intentionally also allows you to break free from the chaos of life. Let's face it, life can be overwhelming at times. The noise of social media, the pressure of keeping up with everyone else, the distractions of daily routines, these things can cloud your judgment and make it hard to focus on what really matters. But when you're intentional, you cut through the noise. You develop a clarity of mind that helps you focus on your goals, filter out the distractions, and prioritize your time and attention. You can clearly see what matters most and what doesn't. Intentional living gives you the power to choose where to place your focus, allowing you to take meaningful action without being scattered or overwhelmed. When you start with intention, you also become more resilient in the face of challenges. Life is going to throw hurdles in your way, but when your actions are guided by a clear purpose, it's easier to handle setbacks. Instead of feeling discouraged by obstacles, you see them as part of the process. When you know your destination and your why, the bumps in the road become opportunities to learn, grow, and get stronger. The goal isn't to avoid challenges, it's to develop the resilience, to face them head on and use them to fuel your progress. Every setback becomes an opportunity to adjust your strategy and keep moving forward because your intention is stronger than any obstacle in your path. Additionally, intentional living cultivates a deep sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. When your actions align with your purpose, you feel more fulfilled because you know you're working towards something that truly matters to you. This sense of purpose is what makes the hard work, the late nights, and the sacrifices worth it. You're not just going through the motions, you're investing your time and energy into something that's meaningful, something that resonates with your core values. This deep sense of fulfillment comes from knowing that you are creating a life that reflects your true desires rather than just reacting to external pressures or expectations. The key to starting with intention is understanding that you are the architect of your life. It's not up to anyone else to determine your path. It's up to you. Intentional living is about taking responsibility for your actions, your choices, and your future. It's about getting clear on what you want and creating a plan to get there. The moment you decide to live intentionally is the moment you step into your power. You no longer have to wait for things to happen to you, you make them happen. When you act with intention, You unlock a level of focus, clarity, and determination that can lead you to achieve things you never thought possible. Your life becomes a reflection of your choices, and those choices are made with purpose. That's the power of starting with intention. When you start with intention, you are essentially giving yourself permission to go after what you truly want in life. This isn't about just setting vague goals or wishing for things to happen. It's about taking full responsibility for your actions and aligning them with your deepest desires and values. You stop letting life control you, and instead you begin to control your life. The power of starting with intention lies in your ability to define your purpose and set a clear direction for where you want to go. This powerful decision forces you to take ownership of your choices and realize that your future isn't determined by random circumstances. It's determined by the decisions you make today. Having intention also allows you to create a life that's authentic and true to who you are. So often we get caught up in the expectations of others or in the pressures to conform to societal norms. We end up living a life that's not truly ours, but one that's been shaped by the influences around us. When you start with intention, you take a step back and ask yourself, what do I truly want? What is my true purpose? These are powerful questions that require you to reflect deeply on your desires, values, and passions. Your intention becomes the foundation on which you build your life. And it's this foundation that helps you create a life that feels fulfilling and aligned with your deepest truth. But intention doesn't just serve as a compass for your personal life, it also shapes the way you approach your professional goals. When you set an intention in your career, you are essentially giving yourself permission to show up as your best self, to do work that aligns with your passion, and to pursue opportunities that challenge and inspire you. With intention, you stop settling for mediocrity or going through the motions. Instead, you actively pursue work that excites you, that allows you to use your skills and talents to make a meaningful impact. When you're intentional about your career, you create a path that's not just about earning a paycheck. It's about doing work that energizes you and aligns with your values. One of the most remarkable things about starting with intention is that it has the power to break the cycle of procrastination. Far too often we find ourselves putting off our dreams, telling ourselves that the timing isn't right or that we're not ready. But when you set a clear intention, you take action right now, regardless of whether or not everything is perfect. You stop waiting for the perfect moment because you know that the perfect moment is now. You don't let fear or doubt hold you back because your intention is stronger than any hesitation. You move forward step by step, making progress every single day, no matter how small. Intentional living also allows you to develop a deeper connection with your goals. It's easy to get distracted by shiny new things or to chase after goals that don't really matter to you. But when you start with intention, you become more focused on the things that align with your true values. Every goal you set becomes an expression of your purpose, and every action you take becomes a step toward fulfilling that purpose. You don't waste time on things that don't matter. Instead, you invest your energy into what truly counts, making meaningful progress toward your dreams. The ripple effect of starting with intention is profound. When you start living with intention, you influence everyone around you. Your energy, your mindset, and your actions begin to inspire others to do the same. The more intentional you are with your life, the more you encourage others to be intentional with theirs. You become a living example of what's possible when you take charge of your life and align your actions with your deepest desires. By starting with intention, you not only transform your own life, you inspire a wave of transformation that can positively impact those around you.